That's a good question. Earlier with one of the docs, the question was like, what's your documentary workflow? Like, how do you get through it and figure it all out? And for me, what really kind of opened the doors to getting the story, because I knew what I filmed, but when I just tried to edit based on what I knew I had, it was crap. It never worked. And what I did is hired some students to do the transcriptions of all the interviews, of all the footage, and I did a paper edit. So I just cut out all the chunks that were super interesting and just started playing with them. And all of a sudden, everything fell into place, and then I was able to edit super fast and come up with a 10-minute piece in a week. And like, I guess like kind of learning that process of being methodical, of figuring out what you actually have, that would be the same. We shot for 19 days on the feature, and going through and logging all that stuff, and really knowing your material, knowing what you have, that would be the big similarity, because I shoot and I edit. So what you think you know and then what you actually find out you have are not always the same. Yeah, I'll admit I'm a failed English major. Probably there's a lot of you out there. But I fell into filmmaking because I'm a huge computer nerd, and I had an Amiga computer, and when the video toaster came out, I said, I want to play with that all day, every day. And I found a job at a low-power TV station in St. Cloud, actually, and started shooting and editing an outdoor show, much like some other people around here. And that's kind of how I got my official start. And I just try to do projects all the time. There was a website back in the 90s called weeklydv.com. It might still be up, and it doesn't really exist anymore, but every Wednesday you'd get a theme, a one-word theme typically, and you would have 1 week to make a 5-minute video on it. And I did dozens of those all by myself in my house, had a lot of spare time, and I would always try to do something crazy, like do some green screen or do rotoscoping or some concept thing every week just to see if I could do it, and that was invaluable. I mean, I'm a big proponent of self-education, I guess. So I mean, just the tools are so affordable nowadays. If you have a desire to make something, go buy a camera. You can buy it really cheaply. You can use Windows Media Maker, iMovie, whatever, and you can start making. And the best education you're going to get is learning from your own stupid mistakes. So yeah. Okay, so jeremywilker.com is sort of my site that links to all my other sites, because like I said, I'm a nerd. But triumph67film.com is the project I really want you to pay attention to. I'm going to plug it for 1 second. Okay. It's a beautiful film. It's about 2 Palestinian-American brothers living in Minneapolis. It's kind of about the imperfection of memory and the loss of home and identity. Yeah, so go look at triumph67film.com. And on Twitter, I'm Tweak, T-W-E-A-K, and I'd love to connect with you that way.